Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are in the world. So, well, no wind, no rain, but it looks rather miserable out there. I came out to the Little Babies and, of course, surprise, surprise, there's no surprise, it's rather chilly. I came out to the Little Babies now then. So I've got 3 pieces of information today, my delicious little babies, okay? Now then, 2 that I watched yesterday, but I thought, well, I'm not putting out another video until this morning, my delicious little babies. And then I listened to the last one I'm going to tell you about this morning while I was in my juicy little shower, okay? Now then, so the first one, so this is on YouTube, my delicious little babies, okay, on YouTube. So if you could please and thank you type into the old space bar. I have mentioned this gentleman many times before, and of course with any of them, not in that way, not in that way. His name is Maya Tusi. Maya Tusi. Okay, my delicious little babies. Okay, sorry, that was just one of my lovely little neighbours up the road, God bless. Now, Maya, because I do get distracted, as you all know, my delicious babies by now, who's so very kind to even listen to my videos. He's up to 300, I think he's up to 322 now actually. Could be 322,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies, because when I wrote it, it was 321. Anyway, it's Maya Tusi, and the video should read, my delicious little babies, live, okay? Christian lady charged by UK police for praying again. Yes, my delicious little babies, I'll just repeat that again, shall I? Live. Christian lady charged by UK police for praying again. Now, so what it is that basically is that this lady, I mentioned her some months ago, where she happened to be outside of a termination abortion clinic. So I'm not there to hurt, offend, or upset any dear women, any dear ladies out there, okay? I'm just explaining, the news, okay? And what's happened is, so you got your police officer there, right? This woman, spieling off. Okay, my delicious little babies, all to do with this poor lady, praying. Okay, now, if she chooses to pray, God bless her, well, there we are, she chooses to pray, whether it is on a park bench, under a tree, walking down the road, on a bus, in a car, do you see what I mean? But they seem to be, I just feel, deliberately targeting her, okay, because it happens to be outside of a termination abortion clinic, my delicious little babies. Now, nobody should have to say anywhere, regardless of what they're praying about. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious little babies? But if that's how she feels, God bless her, then that's how she feels. But this is now the level that we're at, to do with, our, it seems our old bill system in the old UK, from our delicious little babies. So it appears that they're not doing anything to solve any crimes, it seems. They'd rather, go after a dear lady for praying. But of course, what it's all about, like I just said, it's to do with where it is. Do you see, my delicious little babies? Because there's a lot more behind this to do with terminations and abortions, okay? My delicious little babies, yes. So I just thought I'd just mention that, my delicious little babies, okay? So it's just a shame, you know, she shouldn't have to keep having the old bill coming up to her, you know, just because she wants to stand and pray. Do you understand what I mean? To me, that's not a criminal offence. So I don't know about you, Martinish Little Babies, but if somebody wants to pray, no matter where it is, that is not a criminal offence. Okay? But it seems that our old bill, there we are, have been given orders, there we are to go and do these kind of things now. Do you see what I mean, Martinish Little Babies? Me personally, I just found it, there we are, absolutely disgusting. I really, really do. Okay? Because to me, you lady there's done nothing wrong. From what I could see in this short video, but yes, Maya too, see, okay, so yeah, so, and his numbers have gone up, God bless him, do you understand what I mean, okay, so that's wonderful, and of course he does get stuck in, you know, with, you know, when there's protests, I think, is the protests in London today? I think there may be. Do you know, me lights? 3, 2, 1, beam me out, my juice little lights. Thank you, little lights, you're delicious and bright. Yes, I think there's, mind you, I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I think that there is protests today in London. Mind you, there's protests in a lot of places at the moment, my delicious little babies around the world. Okay, my delicious little babies. So so that's that. So yeah, I mean, God bless the poor woman, you know. Anyway, but we're back to that again. Do you understand what I mean? Martinish Little Babies. So, you know, it's just like a circle, 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 a cycle. Do you see what I mean? Martinish Little Babies, yes. Okay, this is what's happening. Now, the next one, Martinish Little Babies, okay, is, this is again on YouTube, Martinish Little Babies, and it is Richard Verbs. Okay, Martinish Little Babies, so all you need to type please and thank you into the old space bar is Richard Verbs, okay? Now, he's now up to, God bless, 179,000 subscribers, Martinish Little Babies, okay? So 179,000 subscribers. Now, the video should read, this was a really interesting video, actually, Martinish Little Babies, if any of you wanted to take a look. Just a little bit of time out of your day or night, okay, Martinish Little Babies, and the video should read, is the UK, yeah, back to this again, is the UK driving test failing people on purpose? So just repeat that again, Martinish Little Babies. Is the UK driving test failing people on purpose? Well, what was really interesting about this video, Martinish Little Babies, and I do believe that Richard Verbs was talking to a gentleman called Rob. I'm pretty sure his name is Rob. Anyway, Martinish Little Babies, okay? Now, he was explaining things. Now, I remember myself, okay? What it did, it casted me mind back, me noddle, okay? And I remember many years ago, there we are, when I said, I cannot remember who I said it to now, but I am going back some years ago, okay? And I remember saying that I felt as if it was, there we are, fixed. Do you see what I mean, Martinish Little Babies? And what drew me to that conclusion, Martinish Little Babies, okay? And I am going back many, there we are, years ago. Because I was hearing, you know, I heard it through the grapevine, okay, that ones were, let's just say, being failed, okay, on what they were classing as major fails, when actually, there we are, it was minor. My delicious little babies, but I'll tell you what, you should hear how much our putrid governments are making out of this. My delicious little babies, what was it? I know I heard, was it 75 million or something like that? Anyway, it's not a long video, my delicious little babies, right? But that gentleman, that Rob, okay, a really interesting gentleman, do you know what I mean? And what he was saying. Now then, of course, you know, he's been taken to court, you know, a number of times and all this, yes. And of course, what it is, because he, with himself, he wants to do, there we are, the right thing, okay? And of course, he got proven right. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? But of course, as we very well know, If the cat is out, there we are, if the cat is out the bag, okay, that's a figure of speech, Martelish babies, okay, not in literal terms. That of course, you know, our putrid governments, and we know who, do not, they're not aliking, they do not want anybody else out here, us out here, to know that once again, the poor, you know, pupils, you know, students, you know, having their driving lessons, okay, that it is one big scam again. My delicious little babies, do you say? So, I mean, you imagine, I mean, especially now in this day and age, do you understand what I mean? I mean, it's rather costly, you know, to do your lessons, there we are, and then to do your test. Do you see, my delicious little babies? Yes, okay. And of course, you know, if you fail, then it's a case where, you know, you have to, you know, if you're determined to drive, then of course you're going to go back and do more lessons and then do another test. Do you see what I mean? Because you have to pay, there we are, for all of it. Do you see, my delicious little babies? But it also appears, and I would suggest to anybody who, or if anybody who you know, my delicious little babies, if they happen to be driving instructors, to please, and thank you, please take a listen to this video, my delicious little babies, do you see? Because it appears to me that even the driving instructors, God bless, are not exactly, you know, if we look at it a different way, from a different angle, are being trained correctly either. Now, I also, something else I picked up on when he was talking, when Richard and Rob were talking, was that, and I got you gentlemen there straight away, because when you're looking at an island, yes, and I remember because, you know, I've done, there we are, a lot of driving in my time, there we are. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious babies? Yes, I have, the same as many others have, God bless. And I remember counting, I have a thing about counting my delicious babies, right? I've been like it since I was little, like, you know, when I was really little, I used to count the cars, I was always counting. Do you see with me, my delicious babies? Well, say when you're at an island, right, and then you've got, so like in the UK, or even if you're abroad, you know, and you're having to go around an island, do you see what I mean? Well, what it is, it'll tell you on the, you know, on this great big sign, okay, and it'll say, you know, it's this one, that one, that one, that one, okay. But I remember, there we are, years ago, and I'll tell you where I was actually, because that's just come to my noddle, up by Tamworth, in our UK, okay? And I remember, okay, because I was making a number of trips, do you see what I mean? And, you know, to do one thing or another, there we are, whether it's readings or, do you understand what I mean, or different things now, yes? And I remember looking and I thought, well, that doesn't make sense. And that was, there we are, years ago, my delicious little babies. I thought, well, that doesn't make sense because it's saying that you've got, you know, so many, when really you got more than that. So to me, I picked up on that as well. But I'll tell you something, a really, really interesting, my delicious little babies, there we are, a really interesting video to listen to. And I did actually post it out, you know, in my Dog and Burn to everybody. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes, but a really good video, there we are. I'd say with Richard Verbs, because he does some good videos and he gets some, you know, good guests on, but I'd say that's one of the best ones. Okay, my delicious little babies. It's just so that you're more, let's just say, clued up, you're more aware. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? But yes, I was a long time saying it, there we are, years ago, you know, that I thought, well, this is a fix. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And when you heard, you know, that some were just getting failed for something which I thought, well, that's minor. Do you know what I mean? And what the instructors were calling major. So, you know, so obviously, ding, ding, dong, dong, common sense. They must be told to do this. Do you see what I mean? my delicious babies. Yeah, of course, everything's a scam. We know everything's a flipping scam. They scam all the flipping time. Do you understand what I mean? Just getting scammed, flipping left, right, and effing centre. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious babies? Yes. Anyway, now finally, it's all right. Somebody's trying to get through to me. I don't recognise the number. Anyway, finally, my delicious babies, right? We've got here. This is our lovely David Icke, my delicious babies. Of course, you know, not in that way, not in that way. But I absolutely love listening to our lovely David Icke. And of course, like I've said, you would have heard me say, I've been there, we are following him for years. Do you understand what I mean? I'm just really interested in what he has to say. Do you know what I mean? I love to hear his video casting, there we are, and everything, and his dear little sons, little Gareth, little Jamie, you know, but like I said, not in that way, not in that way, you know. With me, I love to listen to intelligence. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? That's what I am all about. There we are, intelligence. Do you see what I mean? So anyone who talks with intelligence, there we are, then I'm very happy to listen to. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious babies? Yes, okay, I'm not into all your cake baking and all that type of thing now. Do you see what I mean? Yes. Anyway, really interesting video. This is while I was in my juicy little shower, you know, before I jumped in it, okay? And then, of course, you know, after I hopped out. So what it is that I thought, well, I must listen to it before I give out the information, my delicious babies. Well, this is David's, God bless his beautiful dear little soul, his latest video. So you can find this video, my delicious babies, on davidicke.com. My delicious babies, davidicke.com. Okay, my delicious babies. And the video should read the simulation, okay? And hyphen davidicke.connector videocast, okay? So what he's doing is he's talking to another gentleman there, okay? My delicious babies, and it's a really, really interesting video to listen to, my delicious babies. So what David talks about, God bless, okay? He talks some about to do with Israel and Palestine, okay? My delicious babies. He talks about some to do with 9/11, okay? My delicious babies. And of course, you know, God bless everybody, okay? In all these different situations, there we are at the moment, okay? And of course, God bless, you know, from the 9/11, okay? He also talks about, very interesting, but this is more towards the end, he actually talks about Saturn. Yes, that's another interesting one, okay, my delicious babies, okay? And he talks about other things. So thank you. So what he talks about, sorry, my delicious babies, that's just our lovely little person, not in that way, not in that way, okay? And what David talks about as well, my delicious babies, is to do with, you know, this going from 1 pointer to 2 pointer, you know, where, and of course, where, you know, wanting to connect, you know, we know who, okay, you know, the human brain, okay, to the cloud. Okay, my delicious babies. But you see, I know that for delicious little babies who are new to researching, I mean, all of this, I'm going to be honest with you, my delicious babies, what's happened to me, lads. It can seem, so I'm just going to close my book, it can seem rather overwhelming, okay, because it's a lot, there we are, it went off again. It's a lot of information, my delicious babies, and it can seem rather overwhelming, okay, but it's important for ones to, you know, and of course he's explaining as well about, you know, to do with, you know, that the sperm count is plummeting, you know, which of course, I'm going to be honest with you, my delicious babies, this has been going on, okay, for some years, okay, and I've actually known over my years, okay, and God bless, God bless, God bless, God bless, God bless, you know, unfortunately, you know, really lovely couples where unfortunately they have not been able to, you know, Usually, 9 times out of 10 from who I've known over the years, and God bless the beautiful dear little souls, it's not usually been the woman. It's very rare. It's the male, it's the man, okay, where he seems to have a very low sperm count, okay. So to me, this has been, there we are, in the making, for a very long time. And what's even more sad about this, Mads Lishlik babies, is that, these beautiful little couples now, there we are, absolutely beautiful parents. Do you see what I mean? But unfortunately, it has not been possible for them to, for the dear wife, to conceive, do you see? So this has been a lot in the making. Of course, we know that, things let's just say over the years, there we are, decades have been going into the water, into everything, not to mention there's a ums, and what's raining down on us, shall we say. Okay, Mads Lishlik babies, and of course, we know that we've been poisoned with food, and all these things now, do you see what I mean? But David, God bless him, talks about all of these different things. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies. And of course, what he also talks about is where, and I've been talking about different things as well, because what it is, like these young bands, okay, God bless them, yes, to go to school and everything, yes. And then, of course, they're taught, with these drag queens and all that, yes. And I was only talking about yesterday, where, you got like a man, a grown man who wants to wear a nappy and have a dummy in his gob with a beard, okay? But all of this is meant to, there we are, if you're following it, there we are, which I am, okay, is to confuse. Do you see what I mean? There we are, my delicious little babies, it's to confuse the poor little young bairns, God bless. But like I said, I just feel the best thing that could happen, right? I mean, I understand that you're going to have parents, you will have some parents at home, who either work from home or whatever reason may not be working at the present time. And then you've got other parents where they're at work, okay? So it could be both parents at work, or it could be one at work and one, do you see what I mean? But to me, and I've been there, we are done saying this long time, what they should be doing, okay, is removing the bands that we are from the schools, okay? Because you must remember that these teachers, okay, what they're doing is, it's like, follow the leaders. Now, come on, ding, ding, dong, dong, common sense to prevail. To me, there we are, it's common sense. If a teacher knows the way that they're teaching, or knows that something's not right, they should stand up and say so, not just take the wage that we are at the end of the month. Do you see what I mean, Mads Lishlik babies? Because that is totally, in my opinion, okay, damaging the young little bairn's mind. Do you see what I mean, Mads Lishlik babies, right? So, with myself, if this had been happening with my beautiful little daughters, oh, how I love them so, do you know what I mean? If this had been happening, okay, by hook or by crook, there we are, I would have, took them out of school. Do you know what I mean? And if it was a case where I was going to work, well, I would have been bringing them with me. There we are. Do you know what I mean, Mads Lishlik babies? Yes, and I did do that. Do you see what I mean? On many occasions, where I took my, if it was a school holiday or something like that, okay, take them to work with me. Do you see what I mean? But there we are, I was very blessed to be able to do, admittedly. Do you see what I mean? But of course, not everybody can do that. I understand that. But what I'm saying to you is that if I was like the parents right now, okay, in this day and age, I would certainly be bringing my bairns, my little beautiful baby daughters, out of the school. Yes, I would. Because you see, this is a problem we've got, isn't it? Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, and of course this has been going on. I mean, I've been seeing umpteen videos to do with this, okay, Mads Lishlik babies, and of course over in old America. And what you've got to remember is, Mads Lishlik babies, and I'm going to point it out again, I've personally got nothing against the Americans, no I do not, okay? It's their flipping poxy flipping effing leaders, right? Now, whatever seems to happen in America, yes, comes to the UK. There we are. Do you see what I mean, Mads Lishlik babies? Yes? Why can't they just keep their own flipping country, there we are, to their own flipping selves? Do you know what I mean? And let us just deal with what, there we are, with what we're dealing with in our country. Because right now, okay, we've got the UK, okay, it's very plain to see, and others can see it as well, Martin Luther babies, that it is being, there we are, destroyed, okay, but it's from within. Do you see what I mean? There we are, Martin Luther babies, okay, and when you've got poxy governments who want to give away our sovereignty. And that's what David talks about as well. God bless. He talks a bit about the treaty. See how I stumbled there. God bless, dear David. I'm not stumbling because of what David has said. God bless. But a bit about the WHO, World Health Organization, that's not here for our health. Okay, a bit about the treaty with that as well. Okay, so he covers a number of things with the two dear there we go again, the two dear gentlemen. You see, these are the things that are happening. Yes, Martin Luther babies, and we've got to keep up with what's going on. You're all right. Oh, your beautiful little neighbours up the road. Yes, oh, God love them. Lovely little family, beautiful little family. Yes, sorry, I do get distracted, Martin Luther babies. Yes, so the fact of the matter is, okay, he covers a number of things, but it's really important, Martin Luther babies, for as many out there as possible, okay, to be paying, there we are, attention to these things. There we are, Martin Luther babies. It really is, okay, because of course, they're trying to make, there we are, which we've been known for a long time, for those of us who know, okay, to make it where there's no gender. I mean, have you ever heard anything so flipping bonkers, crackers and crazy in your life, Martin Luther babies? But this is what we're dealing with. There we are, with a certain running the world. There we are. Do you see what I mean, Martin Luther babies, okay? And of course, how they're doing it and, connecting and doing all these things is, there we are, which I already know. Do you see what I mean? There we are, Martin Luther babies, do you say? But our lovely David, God bless his beautiful dear little soul. I mean, he's done, 34 years now of research, and he's now banned from, what is it? It was 26, it's now 27 countries, okay? So God love him. Do you understand what I mean? But yet, God bless him, he still keeps going, and God bless his two dear little sons, they keep going. Do you see what I mean, Martin Luther babies? And of course, it's all to, there we are, and I'm not being rude or disrespectful, Martin Luther babies, but this is to, there we are, to educate, okay? Because not everybody likes to research, or, for others, God bless, they do not know where to start. Do you see what I mean, Martin Luther babies? Yes? But I've noticed with some, okay, where they, it's like when you tell them, there we are, and I've been doing it over the months, but when you tell them, it's like they want to speak to you less and less. There we are. Do you see what I mean, Martin Luther babies? So like I said, it could be a number of things going on. Maybe they're fearful, maybe they're frightened, because to know all these things that they never knew before. Do you say? But, I get it, but at the same time, ignorance is not always bliss. Do you see what I mean, Martin Luther babies? And I'm going to leave my video like that, so that's the end of that. Lights off. Okay, so that's my video, but yeah, some really interesting videos, Martin Luther babies, to listen to today, yes. But of course, this is what they're driving, but of course, what we got to do is, we have to be on the ball here. So instead of, just accepting, okay, because that's how we know who, okay, and the putrid little lackeys have got away with things that we are up until this point, do you say? Because it's been compliance, it's been, walking around like everything is, do you see what I mean? Well, it's clearly not all right, is it? My delicious little babies is certainly not all right at all. And something else which is paying me off as well, and I'm going to say this as well, my delicious babies. Oh, what's he bought anyway? What did I hear the other day? Elon Musk, he's bought Google, is it? Yes, yeah. But of course, what I keep seeing, on my flipping YouTube, it's paying me off, my delicious babies, okay? Because as you all very well know, I do not like the man, okay? There we are, because I see straight through him. Do you see what I mean? There we are, my delicious babies, yes, okay? I keep seeing this advert keeps coming up with him on it. I mean, why doesn't he just get off my flipping YouTube feed? Do you understand what I mean? Because I don't want to look at his birth race. Do you see? Because at the end of the day, you know, he's still, which he does, he still, you know, censors. Do you understand what I mean, Mads Lichtenberg babies? Yes, he does. Okay? So, you know, if anybody out there thinks that he does not, well, do you know what I mean? Just have to go back to that CEO. Like I said, you keep getting these and hearing about, don't we, these CEOs. That's just my other dear little beautiful neighbour. So, yes, so that's that, Mads Lichtenberg babies. So that's all I have to say. Sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. Yeah, just going to keep on the ball with all of this, do you see what I mean? Because, you know, at the end of the day, knowledge, there we are, is power. Do you know what I mean? And if you can see what, there we are, what is going on, I know that it's not very nice to see what's going on, Mads Lichtenberg babies. No, it is not. I get it. There we are. I really, really get it, okay? And right now, we are in very, I feel, okay, for man and woman, okay, all living, okay, and little animals, birdies, creatures, creatures, everything, okay? Little babies, little bairns, we're in very dangerous. There are very dangerous times, okay, Mads Lichtenberg babies, okay? Because these, you know, and I've been done saying it how long, the same as other Lichtenberg babies, not in that way, not in that way, but this is about control. There we are, it's about control. You see, they want to control all of our minds, our noddles. Do you see what I mean, Mads Lichtenberg babies? Yes? So that, you know, we cannot think a certain way. We must only be trained to think their way. Do you see what I mean, Mads Lichtenberg babies? To me, I find it, there we are, very dangerous times indeed, okay? And there we are, and so do others. Okay, Mads Lichtenberg babies, so really we've got to do, there we are, you know, something about this. Do you see what I mean, Mads Lichtenberg babies? Yes, okay. So, you know, and that's that, you know, that's all I can really leave you with. Mads Lichtenberg babies, okay, because I've got some things to do now, so I've got to go. And do you know what? I haven't even had my flipping breakfast yet, because I do not like to eat breakfast first thing in the morning. Do you know what I mean? I love me coffees, okay, and I think today what I'm going to have now shortly is some tropical juice. Tropical today, Mads Lichtenberg babies, okay? Now then, so until my next video, please give a listening ear, because it's always very welcomed, okay? Please take care of yourselves and please try to take care of others, okay? But like I said, sorry, I must just point this out, please keep an eye for any young parents out there, Mads Lichtenberg babies, on what's going on, there we are, in the schools. Please and thank you, Mads Lichtenberg babies, okay? You must, you know, it's really important, you know, and if you have concerns, to speak to the school, okay, Mads Lichtenberg babies, okay? So, you know, because to me, they're flipping the things that they've been doing, okay, Mads Lichtenberg babies, they're flipping putrid. Anyway, okay, Mads Lichtenberg babies, so, you know, and what they've been told to teach and all these things, to me, it's not what our definition, see, stumbling again, definition of normal is. It's not normal, okay, in certain schools in our UK, okay, Mads Lichtenberg babies, and of course, you know, it's happening across the pond in the USA as well, okay, Mads Lichtenberg babies. And yes, and, you know, a smile a day keeps the doctor away, just like crunch, crunch, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And if you like myself, well, a moan a day keeps the doctor away. Okay, Mads Lichtenberg babies? And sending each and every one of you bright blessings, peace, love and harmony in each and every one of your lives. And may your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families all be fully protected always, okay? And please give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to some family members, to some friends, and to some work colleagues, and please tell them that they're super duper wonderful, super duper juicy, and super duper delish, and that you love them so, okay? And thank you so very much once again for listening, okay? So much love to you all. God bless wherever you are in the world. Have a fabulous time. You want to get one life, okay? Much love. Take care. God bless. Thank you. Bye bye.